Yo, what's up out there in the world today? Nobody here. Cool. We're just gonna practice then. Oh, we do have one person. All right. I'm clearly not ready for anything today either. Yeah, crazy week, crazy week. Yo, what's up, Hank? Oh man, this mic's too far. Yeah, Saturday night. Oh, hey, John. Good to see you, man. What's going on? This is what we do on our Saturday nights, old folks. Chilling. Chilling on a Saturday night. Yeah, pretty much. Saturday Night Live. With your host, Rick Renstrom. Yeah. Yeah, I busted out the Jackson, Hank. I think I got it. It's like, God, still just needs like a tiny bit more gain somewhere. I don't know where. It's weird, but it sounds good though. It's pretty ripping. But yeah, just like some notes I hear like just flattening out. Oh, my bit rate. I think it's 5500. Yeah, I'm all green, looking good. Stream output. Streaming 5500. Yeah, 5500. Does it look like it looks good on my screen? I don't know. Probably garbage. Who knows? Yeah, green as can be in. Well, now it just dropped. Now it's dropping. Now it's going back. Weird. Let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, my VPN's good. A little bit of drop. It is raining, I think, outside, or there's a storm going. Yeah, the Jackson's pretty good, man. I'm not unhappy with it, but I'm not fully happy. I got the Charvel already, just in case. But I'll screw around. I don't care, man. Ain't nothing going on tonight, man. I'm not prepared for anything. I've been I don't know. It's been a weird week. Yeah, definitely, John. Yeah, man. I've seen you been doing some cool stuff, man. You had a song with Sean Peck and Tim Owens. I'm like, dang, dude, that's pretty cool, man. Got some good hits. Been out there, so. Um, is that just you doing all this stuff, or you got a whole band? I don't. Yeah, Hank. I don't know, man. It's like green and yellow and red, then green and yellow and red. It's like going back and forth. I don't know. Oh yeah, drop frames 5,000. I'm recording. Should I stop recording? I don't remember. Let me stop it. Let me see what happens. That doesn't help. It kind of helped. It didn't help. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the drop frames are pretty garbage right now, dude. I don't know. They're freaking weird, man. Every week, man, is something new. Like, just work. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's tripping me out right now. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Are you back from? Weren't you in Germany, John, or something? I remember y'all moved to Germany. I've been gone, dude. I didn't look at. I don't look at Facebook. I didn't look at nothing for years, dude. Probably 5 years. I just got away, man. I had to get away from all that social media garbage and stuff, man, and just focus on life, man. But I remember you going to Germany or moving to Germany and doing a band there. I don't remember too much, man, but I remember a little bit. But that's cool. Yeah, you said looks like you're back in Central Florida again, so that means you're not in Germany anymore. So yeah, but yeah, that's cool, man. But that tune sound cool, dude. Really cool, man. I don't know what your plans are or anything, but hopefully everything works out for you and you get something good with it. But that's yeah, having Timmy and Sean on some songs, that's pretty cool, man. That's really cool. No, it's yeah, text only, John. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could hear you or hear people. That'd be cool. But I don't know. But no, yeah, text only on this one, buddy. But yeah, I'll probably just look at your Facebook page. Somebody can see me, read your history, read the history of you for the last 5 years. That's all good. Yeah, I don't even know if this stream is like now it's starting to freak me out. I'm dropping frames like left and right here, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, Hank. It's tripped me out now. Every week. Let me try something, man. Let me drop the berry. Can I drop right on the fly? Let me try like 4,500 or something. Oh, my key interval is set to 2. I thought it was set to 0. That's like green. Okay, that's the most green I've seen yet. And it goes to yellow. As soon as I say something, it goes right to garbage. Interval 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was like, this is stupid every week. Maybe I'll just say screw it, kill my VPN. No one's around here. I'll pause this for a while. Okay. Now we're back. And it's fully green. Maybe it's maybe just the VPN's tripping out the night. I don't know, man. It's just you and John here, so ain't no one gonna try and hack me. Yeah, I hear you, John. Yeah, we talk about every stream we've done so far in the last couple weeks. Just talk about all I do is talk about the old days, man. Just chatting about it. I'll play some songs, and then we'll just sit there and talk about Altamont, Castleberry, Longwood, Kissimmee, all this stuff, man. So it's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have nothing ready for tonight. I've been working on all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, it's not too many people here, so who knows, man. I'll just be chilling around. It's probably a good thing. Except my week's been weird. But some people show up earlier than later, so I don't know. Yeah, it was cool then, John. Yeah, it was fun times, man. We all having the time of our life. I think we're all in our 20s, and we didn't care about anything, man. So it was fun, man. You just party and drink and not have to worry about anything and just do whatever, play metal. And that was our lives. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I've only been doing this for a month, just over a month, the whole YouTube thing and stuff, and just doing videos and just trying to get back out there and show my face and show my playing. And I do these live streams. Just people show up, people don't show up. I don't care. I do for a good hour or so, and we have some fun. And unfortunately, like I was getting on a roll, man, and unfortunately last week I had to kind of work, and so I couldn't really be on do a live stream. But I was gaining momentum, and then you miss one live stream, you got to start. It's like you got to start back over again. And I'm just gonna vape because I don't even care. I probably will play something. I gotta have videos for this week, so I gotta play something, do some jam. But yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just because the one week out of every 7 weeks, I have to just have my work phone on 24/7, so in case for like emergencies or something. And like that week I was on call, I didn't have no calls, not one call. Like not even on Saturday, not even on Sunday, like nothing at all. Because I didn't do anything, Like I was saying in the last stream, I didn't. If I don't do anything, I don't get any calls, and for sure I didn't do anything. And but if I would have turned on this stream, and the first note I played probably something would have happened. Just karma. Yeah, true, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I'm not looking to do bands or anything. I've just been doing my own thing, man. You never know, though. I'm doing some collaboration stuff. Somebody have something in the future. You could. It looks like you got recording gear and stuff, so you could probably record some stuff, some guitars or something, man. That'd be cool. Because I'm just like, yeah, right now I've just been doing mostly just my little solo stuff here and there, and then I got a pretty cool song that AI made that I'm working on, and Hank played some lead guitar on that. And then I got a Chastain cover that I'm doing. It's already, we got some people on that, but I got some other ideas for the future. So yeah, you never know, but I don't go nowhere though, John. I barely leave. I go to work and I come back home. I don't leave, man. I don't go out. I don't go partying. Don't go hit bars. Don't go to movies. Do nothing, man. Me and my girlfriend, we got our own thing going, so we just keep it that way. Getting old, man. Yeah, I don't want to do. I mean, it'd have to be a pretty good opportunity for me to do like be in a band or something like that. You know how it is, man. You're like freaking married to it, and everyone has to cater to everyone, and it just gets weird after a while. I don't like it, it's like if everyone just did their own thing, and you just work together, that'd be cool. But it never works out that way. It's always somebody wants this, somebody wants that, somebody wants this other thing, and then we got to do this, but no, we got to do that. It's just like I get tired of that. I just want to play, and I want good shows and work on good albums, whatever. And it sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, man. It's really tough, in my opinion, but. Well, dang, man, yeah. I turned off that VPN and bam, this thing is like raging perfect now. So I don't know. I think it's because it's raining. That's some weird stuff happened today, man. Like me and my girl were like leaving to go do some errands and stuff, and there was like these 30 cop cars, three of these like SWAT team big vehicles, dudes cops run around in camo with ARs, and we're like, oh god. And legit, man, we're like, they were here for hours. Luckily, we were able to get back in and get home and eat and stuff. And apparently, it was some domestic dispute. Dude was holding some lady at her will, against her will, that is. And bam, you get the whole world coming. Yeah, that's usually what happens, man. And I try to learn my lesson from Chuck Schuldner, man. He ran the show, man. He hired everyone, and everyone had their own say, in a way. But in the end, he made all the decisions. He didn't, you know, it's like you don't bring your ideas to him. He's already got the ideas, and you play his ideas and stuff like that. It wasn't like totally like that. He gave people freedom to do certain things, obviously. He wasn't like Ingve, we're like, oh, play this, play this, play this. He would give you what he wanted, and then you could make it your own for the song or whatever. But in the end, yeah, he did everything. He didn't. He hired everyone. Everyone was like kind of like hired guns, which is probably the way to go. You just hire everyone, and give everyone the chance to do some stuff, but keep it limited. I don't know. It's weird. Oh dang, John! I didn't know that, man. Hope you're feeling better. Then I get. You seem to be in good spirits. Sometimes I catch some Facebook. So I try not to be on Facebook, but I see some posts you put up there sometimes. But dang, man. Yeah, yeah. We're getting old, man. My mom's getting old, but yeah. So yeah, it's taking care of your mom. That's nice, man, to do. You got to do it. I worry about that myself sometimes, man. But yeah. Yeah. Too many chefs in the kitchen, man. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. And I've like the way Rob had it was pretty nice, He just he hired us all to do the job, and then we did it. And then the second album came around, he let us play solos and play some stuff on it. And we got a little more creativity to stuff, but yeah, beyond that, it was him writing the lyrics, Rosie writing the music, and that's how it was, man. Until they got with those Narnia dudes, and yeah, they started writing the music and producing his stuff. Yeah, I hear you, John. It is, man. It's just like it's life, man. It's either you gotta do it or you don't, man. So yeah, I hear you, man. I wish I could do more in my life, man, but I'm like trapped in a way. Just do this job I have, which is really good, but not what I wanted. Not what I wanted to do in my life, But it was weird, Music industry changed drastically. Even back then, in the early 2000s, it was pretty good, and then it just fell all apart. And it's been kind of evolved ever since. I mean, good luck getting a record deal or something like that. It's very difficult for a new band to get like a record deal or anything like that. You just got to kind of do this whole YouTube and Apple and Amazon and do it yourself practically. I mean, and then good luck getting some money on top of that. It's really hard to make any money with this music business. I mean, I'd like to make money doing YouTube, but I don't think I can't say it won't or never. But yeah, the money I make from my job alone, it'd be very difficult for me to match that right now, at least. I have to look in the future. It's going to take a while for me to get going. I barely have 500 subscribers, so, it takes a while. But, I don't know. I'll play something, man. I'll play this old 80s song. I don't even know what key it's in. I gotta figure that out real quick. Now we know key it's in. Yeah, man. Actually, I do OnlyFans, John. You'd be surprised how much money a 50-year-old man, hairy man on top of that, can get on OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding. No, I work for a very large corporation and doing network engineering. It's pretty wild stuff, man. Yeah, right. Chippendales. Now we're old man central. Nah, man, nah. I don't think anyone would pay any money to see anything of me on an OnlyFans. So that's good, because I probably will never do it. Actually, I'll never do it. But yeah, yeah. I mean, when I quit, kind of stopped doing rock stuff, man. I got into technology and stuff, and that's pretty much where I put my head into, and just been going with that since 2005. So, you know what that is? Say 18 years now. 18 years I've been doing this kind of work. So yeah, it's fun, but yeah, it pays the bills and more. But yeah, it's stressful. Makes your brain hurt like a lot. But yeah, it is what it is, man. 99 problems and ain't all that stuff ain't one, man. So all right, let's try this jam out. Let's see what this is. I need some fodder. I need some fodder from a channel this week, man. I got to do some shredding. I didn't even practice today. Yeah, something to warm up on. I haven't played all day. Not a lick. All day. Hey. Smoother than X-Lax, man. Yeah. You don't want to be bad. You want some smooth, man. You want to. Yeah, I'm trying, man. It's like one of those. I haven't played for 5 years, man. Yeah, I haven't really cut too much into but yeah, 5 years of no playing, man. Not one lick. Just I didn't pick up the guitar. I didn't care. I wasn't into it. And then yeah, I got inspired again to do something, do a little something, man. So it's like, what the heck? Yo, thanks, Hank. But yeah, this guitar sounded good, man. I don't know. It's just weird sometimes. I hear some weird stuff, or when I'm playing, it's like I don't hear that. I don't feel that exact feeling I want, or hear the feeling I want. But it's all right. It's workable, man. Just a little more something somewhere, a tiny bit, just a tiny bit extra somewhere. I just can't seem to find it, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird, weird, man. I swear, yesterday, Hank, man, YouTube sends me like a, or they didn't send me anything, but it was like a survey popped up on my screen, like, oh, what do you think about analytics? I'm like, that's cool, and I read, and like, what happens, what kind of feelings do you get when you see your analytics? And I was like, okay, so well, they're encouraging and they're discouraging, and they're like, why would you pick those? And I was like, hey, because it's I look at it and I'm doing good, I feel encouraged. When I look at it and I feel bad, I feel discouraged. It's exactly what it is, that's how it goes. And then it's like, and I started losing. I lost like 7 subscribers like last night, like out of nowhere. Like, but I think someone, like people that subscribed to me before I was ever doing guitar stuff again, because I used to do all kinds of weird like video games and stuff like that. They probably just keep seeing videos of me like, who the freak is this guy, man? I never subscribed to this guy, and then he killed it. But all at the same time, like it was kind of weird. Yeah, I mean that's probably it, man. That single coil. It's because this is a, I don't know. I mean, it's like a Jackson style. It's some sort of DiMarzio. I think. I think it was a DiMarzio super distortion, like Jackson's version, or it's Jackson branded super DiMarzio super distortion, and then the other one is like that X2N kind of thing with the whatever. But yeah, I'm guessing something. But it's just weird. It was very odd that it was all at the same day, like 7 or 8 people at the same time or same day. Like, I'm tired of seeing this guy, man. They're saying I ain't subscribed to this dude. No, unsubscribe. Take the time and unsubscribe from that fool, man. I was so close to 500. I was like 3 away from 500. I was like, oh, come on, let me get this 500. And then, nope. Back down 489. Like, thanks. Appreciate it, y'all. Kemper. You got a Kemper, John? Or what? I don't even know what you're using these days. I just use plugins, man. Just Amplitude 5 and other stuff. Yeah, no doubt, man. It's all good. We had some good times back in the day. I mean, people change. Like I said, I don't do the same things I do, but it's always nice to talk to people, man. And we had some good times for sure, man. That's for sure. That is for sure. Good shows, man. Way back. I can't remember what was that, 90, 98, 99, 97? So long ago, man. Can't remember the last stuff that I did in Central Florida. Johnny's Rockin' Bistro, man. We were talking about that. That's like the only place I can think of. Like, what was the last place I played at in Central Florida? It's probably Johnny's Rockin' Bistro. Yeah, you're right, Hank, man. Yeah, don't. If you're gonna do something, man, you just best make a new channel, dude, because all that you built, oh, wow, they would, like I said, oh yeah, probably all those keyboard dudes would be gone, or something. I don't know, man. That sucks, dude. That's discouraging. You're so close to a milestone for yourself, and then you turn around and then you are moved away from that milestone, like even more. And then the video I put out yesterday just I didn't do jack, man. Like the 30-second solos, it started off great, did all right. The second one, third one, just didn't do nothing, man. So I gotta change my game on that. And that was like probably the best one I did. Like best editing, I had all these cool edits and stuff. I'm like, keep your eyes busy, but no. That's good, John. Yeah, something like I said, I haven't changed on a lot, but yeah, I changed in a lot of ways. As far as the way I think about things. I've learned far too much, um, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I don't want to make those mistakes again. But yeah, when you find your niche and you find everything that works for you, or anyone that works for them, you stick to that. You just stick to it. And I haven't even been to Central Florida in so long, man. Don't even plan to come up there for any reason. Maybe go to Universal or something like that, with my girlfriend or something. But otherwise, nah, man. I got no plans to come up there, man. Nope. Yeah, I guess when you have that many subscribers, it's you kind of are okay with it. I guess kind of you don't, unless it's like 1,000 or something like that, drop off. But yeah, I mean a couple here drop and then a couple more come back. It's called churn in the corporate industry. It's like customers leave, but we get 50 more, like 10 customers leave, but 20 customers get signed up, so or whatever, or get the service. So yeah, it's called churn. For all the 4 people that are out there, you've learned something new, a new word. Not a butter churn, but it's like just corporate churn. Yeah, but yeah, when you're small like me, you only got just about hitting that 500, and it's like, oh, dude, 8 people in like one night. What'd I do? Yeah, I hear you. I couldn't live in that. I couldn't live over there either, man, anymore. I hated it. I really hated it. Plus, you know, I don't think we were even talking at the time, but I was married for a little while, probably 3, 4, 5 years, and that didn't work out, and I had to get out. At that point, I was like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. And Wade Black at the same time, he was getting divorced, and he's like, hey man, let's start a band. I'm like, okay, cool. Moved down to the other side. I'm like, all right, because I lived in like Clearwater, St. Pete. I was like, all right, well, so I moved to the Tampa side, and then we started doing the what was first called Black Rain, and then we turned it into was War of Thrones, and then yeah, worked on that for years and years and years, and finally had a perfect record out and or perfect record completed, and then yeah, the whole record label thing didn't work out, so I kind of yeah, kind of got screwed up, and the record didn't sell at all because there was no one to really, you could buy it anywhere, but there was no promotion for it. The record label that we had was just a distribution, so it kind of screwed up everything, unfortunately. But and that was it. That was it for me on the music side for a while. Yeah, I stick. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. I just got to change it up. I'm not out of ideas, but I like trying to think of just trying to think of different things and look at the trends and see what's the best thing to try. And that's the tough part. Yeah, I think I'd left the band, man. At that point, um, they got some other dude to play. We did this Rocklahoma show, man, and it was the last straw for me. I spent a whole bunch of money for a whole lot of nothing, and I was like, man, I'm just spending too much money doing this. I'm pouring money into playing in a band, and I'm not getting anything in return. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna do more shows. And they got another guy. I think that was Mark Borgemeyer, who's a super cool guy, man. Great, good player, really good player too. So, but yeah, so they got him to play that, I think. And but yeah, nah, brass. Did you just say the words brass mug? And I'm like, wow, yeah. I played there like once or twice, man. And I was like, I don't want to ever play here again. But no, we're gonna keep playing, man. We play brass mug. I'm like, no, it's just there's like 30 people every time I went there. Universal closed. What? Now they closed down some Star Wars hotel. This gazillion-dollar hotel they made for Star Wars. And it's like $1,200 a person or something. $1,200 a room or something crazy. All Star Wars theme. They closed that. They're closing that down. Not Universal itself. Jeez, that would be crazy. I got some interesting here. I'm gonna play this next one. Keep some music going. This is this is I got a special guest tonight. Rob Rock is in my room here, but you can't see him. You can't see him. And I got Richard Christie in the corner. He's ready to play. It's gonna be wild. Let's see if this works. Why is this not on? Okay. All right, let's try this. If you know this, if you have my solo album, then you know what this is. Hopefully that sounded all right. I tested it a little bit. It sounded pretty decent, but yeah, that's using that the Moses. That stuff's pretty wild, man. All right, Saul. Thanks, buddy. It's a classic there for you. Yeah, I haven't played too much rhythm on this channel yet. I figured, I'm always shredding something, so I figured this time maybe go ahead and do a little rhythm track, little jam. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I had the files, Hank. They're like I have the unmastered files and the mastered files. I think I took the mastered files and I had to upscale them because they're only 44/16. So I tried to upscale them to 48 bit because I remember you saying something about that. So I tried to upscale them and then threw them in that program and then yeah, just downloaded the bass, drums, and vocals. Oh, hey, Chris, man, good to see you in here, buddy. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, nothing wrong with blues. I started off with blues too, Chris. I mean, my uncle, both my uncles kind of showed me some stuff. One was more like Clapton, and the other guy was like Van Halen. Those are my two uncles. So I learned a lot more Clapton than I did Van Halen when I started. So I learned a lot about some bluesy stuff, man. Because Eric Clapton's probably one of my top 10 influences. Down at the bottom, the way I play, obviously. But yeah, he's there because I learned a lot of his stuff when I was a kid. So. Yeah, last week Saw wasn't here, but yeah, the last couple ones I didn't see you a couple times. That's cool, man. Though I'm glad you're here either way, man. It's always nice to see, man. People showing up and stuff. And like I said, I don't know what Saturday night 9 o'clock for me. I'm doing nothing. I'm off on the weekends, so I got extra time. My girlfriend's doing her own projects, and I got my thing to do. So tonight, so. That's what I do on the Saturday nights, man. For a good hour or so, we mess around. We have some fun. Okay. Yeah, they were WAV files, Hank. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll retry them again. I ran out of free. I ran out of free cuts this month. So I screwed up one, and I tried everything else, and I didn't have enough to do it. So I'm waiting on the month to swap over. What I want to see is if YouTube tries to copyright claim me because that's my song. It's like I wrote everything on that song, and I have the copyright to prove it. No one owns it except for me. Record label don't own it. Nobody. So I can play my own song. I don't think I'm gonna get. I wouldn't get a copyright claim for that. Just no one is distributing it at this time, or keeping tabs on it except for me. So. That's funny, John. I mean, you're always a good. Yeah, I don't know if you're doing leads now or. I remember your rhythms were always super tight, man. I don't remember you playing much lead back in the day, but I remember you're always a solid rhythm player. I mean, like a killer. Had like super solid riffs all the time, man, which was always awesome. I remember a lot of those Black Backlash. The ones I remember, man, had some really kick it. Oh, God, I can't say bad words, but it's had some really good riffs, man. Really nice, man. So. But yeah, I don't know. If you're trying to learn leads and stuff, I don't know. It's hard these days, I guess. It's not hard. It's not as hard as it used to be. I mean, these kids are learning it and just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and sit there and practice all day. So, I don't know. That's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, we all get better. I mean, this is probably the second time I've taken like 5 years off of playing, honestly. I think when I moved down here originally in 2011, I didn't. Yeah, I think I stopped playing, like religiously playing for 5 years then. So it's like 10 years I didn't play. But it's like just big long gaps. I'm just doing other stuff. I wasn't even into music. And then I get back into music and I, learn it all again. which is cool. I learn new things. Every time I take a long break like that, I learn new stuff, and approach it differently. And sometimes that's what you need, man. Take a break and come back and approach it a different way. Oh, okay, Guatemala is 2 hours behind us, so it's almost like mountain time. Then interesting. I mean, it's South America, so yeah. So I guess it follows that same timeline, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's not bad for you then, Saul. It's not too late, not too early either. Still have plenty of time tonight. Yeah, I'd look. I don't know how much that premium is. Maybe I'll send you all the songs you do for me. I'll give you a couple of bucks. Hey, Durrell. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing tonight? Oh, that's cool, Chris. Yeah, I mean, if you look at in the chat there, Hank, check out his channel because he's got a lot of stuff on how to set up strats. He is the strat master with that. He's actually doing some stuff right now for strats. So, but I believe he has some videos on how to get the saddles all set and all that kind of good stuff. So, indeed, man, check his Hank Coffee there. Check his channel out, and you might be able to find what you're looking for there. Yeah, guitar playing is always a journey, man. I started when I was 14 or so, I guess. Not really, just had a guitar and was just goofing off with it. And it wasn't until I was 15 we started taking it more seriously. And and then I took lessons for 2 years. One from like a real good theory teacher, and then 1 year with a guy that was just came from GIT. He was like probably 22, 23 years old, and he just graduated GIT, and he was all Ingve. I remember his ad in the paper was like, if you want to learn how to play like Ingve and Richie Blackmore and Uli Roth and Paul Gilbert, all these people, I'm the guy. And I was like, oh God, I gotta, Mom, I need to take lessons with this guy. And sure enough, he taught me so much, man. I mean, that was my shred guru right there. He still kills it, man. I actually talked to him recently, and he still plays a little bit. But man, he could play anything, and any of those shreds. He really got me into Uli Roth. I didn't know too much about Uli Roth at the time. I was still 16. I knew Scorpions, but I never heard of Uli Roth. And I bought. He said, go get these albums," and I got all of Uli's albums, and that was like a eye opener for me to really expand my sound and style. But I mean, in regards to blues, man, it's really just knowing the pentatonic scales across the neck, and it's really just about feel. I don't think there's no right or wrong way to play blues, Chris. Just do what feels and sounds right. I think that's the big thing. And that's what all blues players are. It's like they just they hear it. It's them speaking through their fingers. And really just need to know the pentatonic scales. That's really the main focus for like a blues style playing. Just knowing those pentatonics across the neck and be able to connect them all together. Just like for shredding and stuff. I know all the scales across the neck and I can connect them, and that's how you kind of get improvise and stuff and play. So, but yeah, it's all about just playing, man. Get that blues riff going and start just messing around, man. That's not too bad. The bad thing, Hank, is like subscriptions, and I'm just like, I probably have like 50,000 subscriptions to things I don't even know. It's like, yeah, okay, $5 here, whatever, $4 there, fine, $20 here, okay, cool. I bet you if I added them all up, man, it'd be like $300 a month. Hey, what's up, Image? Yeah, cool, man. Oh man, looking for a job. Yeah, those are never fun, man. That sucks, dude. Yeah, I'm 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 pretty much stuck in my job, so I'm not going anywhere there. But yeah, if I had to find a job these days, man, it might be. I don't know. It's just weird. There's so many people looking for stuff. Yeah, I think so. Image. Yeah, a lot of rock. There's a lot of kids out there, man. I mean, before I was playing again, I'd watch YouTube and I'd see all these younger players, and I'm like, dang, these kids are amazing, man. And they're just like just learning off YouTube or whatever. I don't know how these kids. Most I presume they're learning from YouTube and stuff like that. So, but there are some sick players out there, and they're probably in their early 20s. Um, just amazing. I know I can tell you three Ingve clone type guys, and they're just sick, man. But they can play Ingve like exact, like better than Ingve. Like they Ingve had children in all these different countries, and these are the kids, his kids. Yeah, Gary Moore, man, I love Gary Moore too, man. Man, used to be a show back in the day on like PBS called Rock School, and Gary Moore was on there, and I saw him. That's the first time I ever saw Gary Moore, and I was like, wow, man. And I think he was just like going through his pedal board and stuff, and it was in the Victims of the Future era. And I was like, man, he was doing some cool. He does that one lick. He always does this lick, which I like. That's like the ultimate Gary Moore lick right there. That's cool. Yeah, and Chris, I have only one instructional video on my channel right now. I mean, and it's not crazy. I mean, it's something to at least get your. It's not blues related, but it's more of an exercise just to kind of get your right and left hand more synchronized and stuff. It's a quick video. It's like 4 minutes long. If you want to check it out, man, it's something to kind of just help you with some synchronization techniques and stuff. It's a good practice exercise, I think. Don't worry about the doing it as fast as me. Don't worry about that. That's going to take some time for anybody. But the first couple speeds are pretty good. It's not too bad. Hey, thanks, Darrell. Yeah, today was pretty weird. It was good, but it was weird. I was telling everyone earlier, like, wasn't for me, but there was. I was leaving to go do some errands with my girlfriend, and there was like I don't even know, like just the entire county police force was in my apartment complex, which was startling, but wasn't for me. It was for someone else, but it was pretty weird. But otherwise, a nice day. Pretty nice day. John, I couldn't tell you how much it is, man. But I'm pretty sure it's. I thought it was free, man. Look, I guess if you want the good stuff, man, you got to pay for it. Yeah, Ingve, Ingve. Oh, oh, Dom and Ingve, they hooked up, man, and that kid is spawned, man. But he's a sick player, man. Yeah. In case you don't know, we're talking about this. His name's Cesario Filho, and he's in Brazil, I think. But man, that kid, I don't know. I actually, no, he's not a kid. I don't know. He looks like he's in his mid to late 20s, but the guy's like total Ingve clone. He can play anything Ingve, and he sounds like Ingve. His own original stuff, I've only heard a few, and it sounds like Ingve, but that's cool. Whatever, man. I don't care what people do, man. You do whatever you want, and if it's working for you, cool. But man, yeah. But it's very Ingve-ish. Thanks, Darrell. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've been playing for a long time, super long time, man. For almost all my life, since I was 15, really. So yeah, and that's a long time. So I feel old, and I am old. But yeah, I had to shave. They saw my grays underneath, man. It's like I got to shave again to get rid of the gray. Okay, good question, Saul. Yeah, I think it was Judas Priest. Honestly, but really, okay, it's weird, man. So when I was a young, real young, um, 8 tracks were available. I had two 8 track tapes. One of them was Deep Purple in rock, and I loved it. I played it so much, constantly, 100%. And that's obviously very one of probably the greatest rock albums because it has like a Child in Time and stuff like that. So it's a masterpiece. And I played it so much, and that was one of my favorites. So I really loved Deep Purple, and that was as a young kid, like 7, 8. Plus Kiss as well. I loved Kiss when I was a kid. But who didn't? You know, when you're a kid, you see these guys, and I didn't know their music. I didn't really know. It was weird. I had maybe Kiss Alive 2 or Kiss Alive 1 or 2, and um, oh man, the real good. I can't remember the name of that album. Not that I had a bunch of Kiss albums, but I can't remember the name of that. The one real one, the real good one. But I don't know. Yeah, so Kiss and Deep Purple probably were my two things. And then I think it was really hit me was Judas Priest. Saw Judas Priest on MTV, and I was hooked, man. That was it. Ooh, man, yeah, Hank, that'd be weird, dude. I was freaky, man. Like there was like I said, man, dudes in camo with ARs. I seen some MP5s. I mean, these dudes were stacked to the hilt, ready to go, man. And it was all for one dude that apparently was holding some lady against her will. But man, there was so many trucks and fire trucks and cop cars, and I was like, I mean, you'd think it was about to be the biggest cult standoff on the planet right then and there. It was crazy, man. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get back home, or they were going to let me back in, but we did. Yeah, that's the one. Kiss that Dynasty. That's the disc album. I bought that like I know I bought that. I had that. I had that one. I can't think of the name of the record, man. I'm stupid. I like I said, once I learned music and like listening to Kiss, I was like, wow. I don't know. It's just basic chord stuff, basic 1 4 5 chords and nothing special. It's all sexually driven lyrics and stuff. So I don't know what I was. I think it was just the image of Kiss that really got me when I was a kid. I really didn't understand the music. Yeah, yeah, old Dom Malmsteen, man. Yeah, Ingve DeLuise. Yeah, he does play better than Ingve. He'd make Ingve look stupid, man. It's funny. Yeah, thanks, Saul. Yeah, that was it, man. And then I think I'm of course Iron Maiden after that, and then I started getting into guitar, and it was Randy Rhodes was huge. Everyone was playing Randy Rhodes or Van Halen, and then it was really Ingve that, of course, snapped my attention. And I was like, man, Ingve is insane, dude. And that blew me away. And I was like, I had to play like Ingve. I gotta play like Ingve. Dude, I'm really. What is that Kiss album, man? Destroyer. Wow. It was Kiss Destroyer. I clearly remember that record, and I played it constantly when I was a kid, like 6 or 7 or something like that, man. I even went to a Kiss concert. My aunt took me to one. And on my Facebook page, I think the picture's there somewhere. I'm like a little 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid ready for a Kiss show. Oh, Chris. Yeah, as far as tuning, I mean, basically, I'm standard tuning, but I tune all my strings down one whole step. So instead of the E string being an E, it's actually a D, and so on and so forth. So every string is just tuned down one whole step. So instead of the A, it's a G, and D, it's a C. So on and so forth. That's pretty much all I've used. I really don't mess with any other tunings as far as it goes, like D A G, D A F, or whatever people do. I don't really mess with it too much. But yeah, as far as it goes, just really standard tuning is all I've ever really messed with. Wow, so yeah, those are some random groups, man. But that's cool, man. White Cross, man. That's a killer band right there, too, man. Yeah, what an amazing band that was. or still is. I don't know if they're around anymore. Yeah, Hank. That's funny. I think it's I was made for loving you was on that. That's their big hit off that Dynasty song. I can't remember any of the songs beyond that. I knew I had that album. I had the Destroyer album. Um, I had Ace Freyleigh's solo album. I'm pretty sure I had Kiss Alive 1 and 2. And I think that was all I ever had really for Kiss. I think after that Destiny record, or Destiny, the Dynasty record, I never really got into it anymore. That's awesome image. Yeah, I love that Destroyer. I mean, the cover was. I think it was the cover that blew me away. I was just like, they were just like, it was probably one of the best rock album covers I've ever saw. And it was just so shocking to see. Not really shocking, but for a kid, little kid, it was like, man, who are these dudes, man? And I didn't know their names. I didn't know it was Gene Simmons was Gene Simmons. I thought one of the guys was name was Kiss. Like one person was Kiss. I was like, oh, that guy's Kiss right there. That's the one. Pointing at Gene Simmons. And my friends would be like, no, that's Kiss. He's Kiss, man. That's the one. That's I didn't know their names. I had no clue. Yeah, I think Dynasty album though. I was going to my grandma's or something like that when I was like 8, 9 years old, and my parents we went to a record store and I was like, I gotta get the new Kiss album, yeah. And so I got home, or we got to my grandma's, and I was like, Grandma, can I use your record player? And she took one look at that record, was like, nope. She would not. I think she let me play like one song, and I she stopped. She took the needle off the record, like, not in my house. I was like, I had to wait till I got home to listen to the rest of it. That's funny. That's funny image. Yeah, my grandparents were into classical music, which I loved classical. I love classical music as well, and they had a collection, a really amazing collection of albums. And I used to listen to a lot of that stuff when I'd go over there. So that's pretty much all I could listen to. They let me listen to. So like, pick an album, and I'd be like, but it was always like Bach or Mozart or Beethoven or something like that. So, but yeah, my family's really into classical stuff. So that's where I got a lot of my influence from is hearing those albums as a kid and kind of seeping into my brain. All right, John, man, you have a great night, buddy. I talk to you soon, and yeah, for sure, man. We'll catch you on the flip for sure, man. I gotta take a sip of my fruit punch. Man, that stuff's good. You want the best fruit punch in the world? Minute Maid fruit punch. You heard it here first. Let me see, man. I got some other of those classic jams. I wonder if they're ready. Guess I better save that. Let's see. Nah, I'll play this one. I haven't played this one in a minute. That's funny, Chris. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how old you are, man, or anything. I'm pretty old, but yeah, my parents were pretty open. They didn't let me. It's not like they didn't let me listen to stuff, because I definitely like Judas Priest, and but I think I had an album, Judas, one of the Judas Priest albums that has Diamonds and Rust on it, and my mom caught a hear of it, and she's like, all right, that's not Judas Priest right there. That's Joan Baez. My mom was like a folk. She loved folk music, And Joan Baez is obviously a huge folk singer and actually wrote the song Diamonds and Rust. And Judas Priest just did a cover of it, and so I was like, no, there's no way Judas Priest wrote this, man. And she's like, look, if I have to hear this, you have to listen to this other version. So I listened to Joan Baez's version, and it's like, sure enough, man, she wrote that probably in the late '60s, early '70s. So I was like, wow. So, but yeah, but she let me listen to just about anything. I didn't. I think the weirdest stuff, but I really didn't like show her my stuff. Like, hey, here's the album I'm buying. I saw like Slayer and weird stuff like that. I never let her see that, but I didn't think I had anything weird, super weird. For me, image, I'm theory. I studied theory through guitar lessons when I first started playing, and then I went to college for 2 years studying music. So yeah, more theory there, fretboard harmony, composition, a ton of stuff. So yeah, so for me, it's all theory based, but I can play by ear. I do play by ear a lot. I don't really read music. I know the notes, and I can't sit there and sight read it, but I can figure out what notes they are for sure. But yeah. Yeah, that's right, Saul. Yeah, Symphony 40 was probably one of my favorites. I love the melody. I loved the melody of it, and when I had the opportunity, I'm thinking I want to do some sort of classical cover for that my record, and Symphony 40 was the one I could turn into a rock type of a metal song. So because it worked out, so yeah, it was fun. I love that song though. Oh man, two live crew though, man. Now that's some questionable lyrics there, Hank, for a young kid, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, parents think the music is the devil. Whatever the kids like, and their parents were probably the same. And their parents were probably the same before that. So it's always just keeps going down. But thankfully, both my parents were very open. And I think I remember when Def Leppard came out, or at least popular. I saw the photograph video on MTV. I wanted that album. It's like so bad, and I asked my dad, and he was able to he got it. He got me a copy of the tape, from the store or whatever. And dang, that was an amazing. I love that tape, man, or that Pyromania album was just some incredible record back in the day, and I used to carry it around with me everywhere in my little boombox. And my friends at school, I'd bring my boombox to school every day, and we'd play the album before we, at lunchtime, and before school and after school. That's crazy, man. But yeah, so anything I wanted I usually got it, but I didn't want to think weird and crazy. It wasn't like I was looking for Venom or Slayer. I was like, hey, Mom, can you get me this new Slayer record? I think the weirdest though, like King Diamond. When I started getting into King Diamond, my mom was kind of questioning that, um, but she didn't not let me hear it. So, and now Abigail's my favorite record for that. Yeah, right. Oh God, the blank tapes, man. Oh God, so many blank tapes, man. I still have a ton of blank or dub tapes sitting around in a box somewhere, man. Tons of stuff. It's ridiculous. I used to do that too. Once I got a dual deck, man, I constantly was dubbing this, dubbing that, dubbing this, making this, copying that. My friends were, I copy a record for my friends. My friends would copy a record for me. And it's like that's kind of the way you got around a lot of stuff, to hear some different stuff. Hey, Leonardo, what's going on, man? Yeah, see what we got here. I'm trying to jam something else here. I don't know what the song this is. Virtual. Let me see what key this is. All right, classic. All right, I'll throw down a jam here. It's been a minute. Get a little jamming going. That's a fun little jam, man. It's like I got a lot of jamming stuff here. Just write a little thing, jam over it. That's my shtick. It's weird though playing this 24 fret guitar. I haven't played a 24 fret guitar in forever. This last note's loud. What's up there, man? Oh yeah, thanks, Saul. Yeah, forever. Oh yeah, man. Do I remember it? I don't know. I don't even go. Oh, wow. I don't remember, man. Let me see. I don't remember, man. That's been a long time since I played that. I watched that video actually a couple weeks ago. I was like, wow, that's funny. Oh, cool, Leonardo. Yeah, Towers of Babylon. That's a classic too, man. Yeah, that was a little concert we did back in Orlando a long time ago. Oh, cool. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Hank, 22 frets, man. All my Charvels are 22. All these Jacksons are 24. I can never find a Jackson at 22 frets, but yeah, it's not like it's totally different, but it's like, wow, I have that extra couple frets. I can play a little more notes and stuff, so it's kind of funny. Kind of cool. But yeah, it's different. I have to think about it. I have to look at it and go, oh god, I still got those 24 frets. But the neck's a little different. But I love this guitar though. It's a really nice guitar, really nice color. That purple color. It's almost like turns black. It's really neat, like when I play live in the lights, man, it changes colors and stuff. But it's a purple, guaranteed for sure. Yeah. All that Rob Rock stuff, man. I don't remember that, man. I remember that one. What was the other one? Judgment Day. Yeah, so maybe next time, dude, I'll try and relearn it, man. Can't remember even like the final solo, man. So long ago, man. Yeah, Judgment Day. It's a good one, man. That was fun to play. Yeah, I like this purple, man. Most of my guitars are black, but I never had a purple one. And I found this one off of I think this was Guitar Center used. When I was in my buying spree, man, just kept looking for stuff, and I found this one. Like, they didn't know what they had, man. I was like, I bought it for so cheap, man, and it is it's a classic Dinky Reverse Professional Jackson. And it's super light. Hank, if you pick this guitar up, you'd be like, I want that guitar because it's so light, man. It's probably the lightest guitar I've ever had. It's lighter than my Charvels, but yeah. And I think I have 3 of these Jackson Dinky Reverse Pros. This one, of course, I have a black one that's exactly like this, but it's black. And I have another black one, but it has that ebony fretboard. It's the lighter color fretboard. So yeah, that one. But they're all stuck in a closet, man. Yeah, Jackson, Japan, man. Yep. It does not have the Made in Japan sticker though. Those are hard to have anymore. Like that Charvel I have is got the Made in Japan sticker, and I think the other Jackson I have has it, but this one didn't have the sticker. But this is definitely Japanese Jackson, and it's an amazing guitar. I was using it for that War of Thrones, like everywhere we played. I'd be using this guitar. I didn't really want to play the Charvel out anymore, and this one just was perfect. But yeah, I've always liked the Charvels and Jacksons been my 2 favorite guitars. I got a couple Strats. I got a Fender Floyd Strat, and then I think it's a Mexican made whatever the $699. The guitar's like $700 or 600, $700 or something like that. But I got it from a lady at work. She bought it was a pink Strat for her daughter because her daughter wanted to learn guitar. Never learned a guitar. And I was like, she's like, I'll sell it to you. I was like, how much? She's like, I don't know. What do you think? $100? I'm like, I'll take it for $100. Sure. I don't care if it's pink. And sure enough, she gave it to me for $100. And she's about to throw a Marshall amp in for free, like some little practice. I was like, no, I don't need it. I probably should have took it anyway if she's gonna give it to me. But I had my buddy Rich, man. He is a painter, auto body painter, and he knows how to paint guitars. So I had him paint it in the Sonic Blue, the Ingve Sonic Blue. That was a sick looking thing. And then we put some HS3s in it and a different volume knob and a brass nut and all that stuff, trying to make it most Ingve. It was pretty wild. For $100. Oh wow, you had that Stone 1-2 hang? Or did you? I don't. I lost mine, man. I think I lost mine at the pawn shop, man. So I don't even know. It sucks, man. But then again, that guitar, I don't know. I think that guitar was cursed for me, man. Because like I remember I was playing it, I loved playing it, and I started getting this really weird finger pain, like a pain in my finger somewhere. Like it was like the neck was digging into my finger or something weird, man. And I stopped playing it. I think that's probably why I never got him again. I thought it was cursed or something like that because it just like I was like, this is not good. That was a nice guitar. I love that guitar. Obviously, it's got in that one video. Chris, now I've played some Ibanez's. I don't personally own any of them. And there's nothing wrong with them, that's for sure. I just never really got into them, but they're nice, yeah. It's back in the '80s, late '80s. Ibanez were getting huge, man, and everyone was playing on those RG Ibanez models and stuff like that. And I tried them out, and I think my uncle had one as well, and it's nice, yeah, it was nice. I just never really latched onto them, and even I talked to the people. I think in Japan, when I went to Japan once, it's either ESP or Ibanez. I was talking to some reps from them, but and nothing ever happened with it. But I never really, I wasn't going like looking for an Ibanez guitar. I was always looking for Charvels. I think, back in the day when my first real guitar was a Charvel Model 4, and Charvels were huge, and I loved the pointy headstock. I love the headstock of the Jacksons and the Charvels back in the day. It just looked cool. And I'll even like it better when it's reversed because I think that's like super cool. So, but definitely nothing wrong with Ibanez, man. There's awesome guitars, man, for sure. Just I never really got into them. I will, Hank. I swear. I think on my vacation next month, I'm cleaning the closet out. I'm tearing this room down, and it's gonna be completely different in June. Yeah, it was. I don't know, Image. It was weird, man. I mean, it was a great playing guitar, but it's just like something was causing. Whenever I played that guitar, it was causing me this pain in my finger. It just kept getting worse and worse, and I thought I was like doing like I had to put like Flexol 450 on it all the time, on my finger all the time, man, just to stop the pain. I don't know what it was. It was pinching a nerve or something. Just the way the neck was, I think maybe. It sucked. It was a cool guitar, man. I really loved that guitar, but yeah, I would have just like to have it just for my collection. But yeah, like I said before, I pawned it, and then I think I probably said screw it. I didn't care anymore and just let it go. It was just stupid, but it is what it is because they're rare, super rare guitars, man. You can't barely find those stone finish Jacksons anymore. They're super rare. Yeah, Chris, man. I mean, it really depends. Yeah, if you're having trouble, I mean, I'm not saying trouble, but if you're hurting, pressing the strings down, yeah, hopefully, I'm pretty sure Hank has a video about setting the saddles up on your Strat. Definitely watch that because you want the strings really to be as low as possible, obviously without getting any noise or fret buzzing or things like that. Like these strings are so low. Like I barely have to tap on the guitar, on the fret to play the note. Because I mean, I when I was a kid, I started on it was a Gibson. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure it was a Gibson, either a Gibson Melody Maker or a Gibson Harmony Maker. We're talking like a hollow body electric guitar with a funky Gibson Tunematic bridge. The strings were off the chart high, and I had to learn on that guitar at first. And yeah, my fingers hurt to the bone, man. And as soon as I got a Charvel and was able to have it set right, and the strings were easy to press on, it made my life a lot easier. And I'm sure it made a lot of people easier because you don't want to play on some super high action guitar. It's really tough to get the clarity and stuff. So it's a fine line. You have to really get your guitar tuned or set up properly, probably. But yeah. Frank, that is an original Marshall Valve State 8100, the 8100. Not that VS 100 crap. It's the real deal. And I got like three of them. Three of them sitting around here. That's the same amp that Chuck Schuldiner used. Not that amp, but the same exact type that Chuck Schuldiner used, who turned me on to the amp in the first place back in the day. Because I was using like ADA amps and stuff, or ADA MP1 and a Mesa Boogie Simulclass 295 power amp, and I didn't like the sound anymore. And Chuck told me he showed me his amp, and I plugged into it, and he let me play with it. And I was like, I got to get me one of these, so I got one instantly, and I always used that one for a long time. But yeah, Marshalls also none of my. I started using Marshalls back in 90. It must have been 90. I think 94, 95 is when I met Chuck, and he was using the Valve States, and that's when I pretty much got one. And yeah, I've got three of those. I've got one TSL 100 that I don't like, and I have a DSL 100, JCM 2000 DSL 100, which I love. That's probably my favorite amp of all time. I don't have it here right now, but and I got, actually, there's a box. If you see that box, Frank, it's a Marshall Code 100, Code H100, the Marshall digital amp. I haven't even opened a box. Not even once. But I'm trying to think if I got one more jam here. I might have a cranker here. We're almost in the hour and 30 zone here. Let's see what I got. I had one planned for sure. Again, I don't know the. Let's see, Storm. Play one more jam and then move along. Chat for a little bit more. Let me see what key this is in. I think that's the key. I'll get a shot, see what happens. I think I'm gonna like do that with a singer soon. Like one of my songs. I got a real cool singer I found. I might have him sing this one. Gotta think of some lyrics. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks, Hank. Frank. Awesome. We got the fire in here. Like it, man. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's cool. I had a song for around for a while. And was working with another singer, or trying to work with another singer, but he got busy. He joined a band with like Rudy Sarzo and what's his face, Craig Goldie, and it's basically all the dudes from Dio. And this guy is like sounds like Dio from Argentina. And man, that guy is killer. But yeah, I was trying to work with him, but he got busy with that, and I haven't heard from him since. Honestly, unfortunately, but yeah, we had like a whole album. It's gonna be sick. But awesome, thanks, Image. Yeah, I think yeah, that's one I really like. It's a really cool song. It's kind of in that neoclassical style, and I don't have any guitars on it behind it right now, but I can record some rhythms and stuff, and then I had this one guy I found sing on it, who's just mind-boggling, man. I always run across the craziest singers in the world somehow, and this guy is it's just unreal vocalist. Young kid too, probably in his early 20s, man. Just shreds it, man. Oh, I wish, Frank. Oh man, that guy is Dino Jalusic. If in case anyone wonders, I'm pretty sure Frank's talking about Dino Jalusic, Jelusick. Look him up on YouTube. I mean, he's come a long way now, but man, he is a reincarnation of Ray Gillen. If you don't know who Ray Gillen is, he's the singer of Badlands. And this guy named Dino he sounds just like him. He can sound just like him, let's say that. He really has his own style, which is awesome. But if Jakey Lee wanted to do Badlands again, this guy would kill it. Yeah, man. I love Dino's vocals, man. I've got that I got him on the Michael Romeo's album, and then that Dirty Shirley with George Lynch. Just man, the kid's voice is so nice to hear, man. And he's young, yeah, he's in his mid to late 20s probably, but wow. Again, Dino Jalusic, look him up if you like real good singers, man. Anyone in the chat, check him out. It's freaking nuts, man. But yeah, no, this kid is from. I'm not gonna say who it is just yet, because I've got another song coming out with him that should be in 2 weeks. And Hank in there had him play some lead on, which is freaking killer too, man. It's a killer song. It turned out way better than I expected, and but yeah, the kid's from Greece, but he lives in the UK or London. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna blow some people's minds, man, when that comes out. But he's definitely my first choice for any vocals right now. But yeah, I think doing the collabs and well, I don't think anyone's in here. Anyone in here was 2 weeks ago. I don't think we got all new people in here, but yeah, they're doing another cover song, and I found a young lady in Mexico that is incredible singing, man, like pretty wild. And I'm doing a Chastain song, and she's like a dead ringer for leather, pretty much. So that's gonna be sick. So I'm just finding all these crazy singers in the world, which is cool. Which is cool, man. Shredding's cool, but yeah, I'd like to have some songs, do some songs and stuff. But music's weird. Trying to put music up on YouTube is weird. You don't get a lot of hits, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I got a good feeling about this next video that's coming out with the singer from Greece. So we'll see. Oh, we got two Franks in here. Mr. Reese. El Diablo. ¿Cómo está? You reminded me the other day about that Bane. You said something about Bane, man. It reminded me of that Bane in Spanish, man. That's funny. But yeah, Frank. I'm gonna next time. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have Better Than You Trade set up, man. I found a way that I can take off all the guitars and just have Wade's vocals and the drums and the bass and stuff. So I'm gonna pull that out for you, man. I ran out of credits on the app, so I couldn't cut that one, but I will for you. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, this week's been weird with YouTube. I didn't have much content to put out this week and lost some subscribers, and it's like it's so discouraging to see sometimes. But you got to carry on, move along, and push forward. So that's what we're doing, man. I got to think of more content for this week, but hopefully I played enough good guitar tonight that I have some stuff I can chop off. And anyway. Yeah, oh, Moisa, whatever it is, man. Yeah, I downloaded it on my PC, man. But yeah, I mean, I'd just buy it for a month and just go crazy and just rip everything I got. Just constantly rip every single song I can rip off, every WAV file I have, and get it, and then cancel the subscription. Yeah, yeah, and it's just dope, man. I mean, I used to have something on my phone a long time ago that would take vocals out, and I'd screw around and cut vocals out and pretend to sing on it and stuff. I was really into that Mark Bowles Ring of Fire. There's a couple songs I took his vocals off and I was trying to sing it just because I had nothing better to do and screw around with. We had some good mics and I was relearning Pro Tools again, and so I was screwing around with stuff like that. But yeah, that Moise is crazy, man. Nuno, I mean, I think he's always been around. I think it's just more of an extremes resurgence, and then them putting an album out, and then his solos have been just fire, man. That Rise solo is insane. Everyone's freaking on that, and then did another song. I'll tell you what though, not to mention or not to withhold or withstand extreme. The new Winger is unreal, man. At least that one song I heard, it was like I was like, dang, man, Red Beach fire. He didn't really fire it up as much as I expected him to, but it's still a dope solo. But man, that new Winger song was pretty hype, man. But yeah, Nuno's, yeah, like I say, I think Nuno's been around. He's just been kind of, hasn't been out in the forefront. But that new album came out, and then that solo just smoked, and everyone was flipping out. I mean, it's really nothing he hasn't really done before, but he's always innovating something. It sounds like he's innovating something different. So yeah, that was sick, man. Nuno's great, man. Great player. Like back in the day, it was like a breath of fresh air style playing. He could do speedy neoclassical stuff, but he could do like the real funky bluesy stuff, and it was dope, man. Oh really? Image? Yeah, I don't really, yeah, I don't read the news. I don't the metal news too much anymore. But I was just flipping through YouTube and I saw that newer video. I can't think of the name of it, but my girlfriend's like, oh, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna watch it, and I was like, all right. And I was like, dang, this is dope, man. This song is killer. It's real dark and plotting kind of progression and stuff. It sounds really really heavy. Yeah, that's right, Hank. Rihanna. Yeah, he was playing with Rihanna for doing something with her. It was pretty wild. But yeah, yeah, that's another dude that was like sick back in the day and just never stopped playing and is even sicker nowadays. The stuff he can do. I always love that "Play with Me" song from that first Extreme record, where he does the kind of the Mozart thing. That was sick, man, or whatever it is. I can't remember right now. The one for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That was insane. Was that just a tour? Yeah, I know. Or touring. Wild. But hey, Rihanna's huge. He probably got some good money just playing barely anything. Probably had to barely play and got paid a bunch because Rihanna sells out some mad crowds probably. All right, fellas, I'm gonna cut this one off, man. I think down to about 3 people. So who knows who's here? I know Hank's here, so that's one. But it's all good. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'll go chill out and do some stuff, watch some TV, watch this playback, and see how fun that was, man. But I appreciate y'all being here as usual, man. We always have fun. I know if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That's all I'm looking for, and I'll keep bringing the hot content for you. Hot shredding, white hot thermite shred guitar. There you go, Hank. Had to throw white hot in there. Anytime, Image. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm always happy to play some stuff. I just got to find stuff to play sometimes. I didn't have the last couple of weeks have been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to make any new tracks or anything. So, but yeah, like I said, every week until I'm on call, man, I'll be on same time, same sandbox, 9 o'clock Saturday night. We'll just be chilling and playing, man. But I definitely do appreciate you being here, and then everyone else that was here, thank you, of course. And we shall see you again next Saturday. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend and a great weekend. We'll see you next week if you're here. Cool. If you're not, that's cool too. We gonna be here. All right. Take care. Have a good one.